Hey, Sleeping Eevee family, welcome back to the channel and to another Obsidian Flames opening. This set, I'm just having so much fun opening. We're gonna have several openings of Obsidian Flames. We're gonna open up a ton of packs. I know the set seems really easy to complete, probably easier than the base set, but we're just gonna keep opening some because it's just a brand new set, new cards. There's some fantastic artwork in this set, and I just wanna see more of it. So today, we have 2 GameStop pre-orders. I pre-ordered 2 ETBs during I think the deal at the time was buy one, get one half off. They actually did it off of Obsidian Flames pre-orders of ETBs. They also at the time allowed you to do it on 151, but I won't get those for a while. So we will just go ahead and crack right into these ETBs and see if GameStop ones have any good pulls. So I'm already seeing some of the same stuff. Here is our fantastic Charmander promo. He is just angry at that Pidgey. I know I mentioned it last time, and yes, if you guys have watched my previous video, the sleeves do not look any different. And let me look at the dividers. This is kind of what I was afraid of. I hope they change this in the future, but the dividers are the same, which the dividers look really good, and so do the sleeves, but I would love to see different designs. I would love to have seen a different design. And of course, we got our energy, and here is what the dice look like this time. I feel like the actual damage counters, those are the same, and I feel like the dice just changes. And in these, we have 9 packs instead of 11. So I have 2 of these. We have 18 packs. Let's see if we can get something really good out of our 18 packs. All right, let us go. Okay, we're starting off with Vulpix Froakie, and I think it's actually Froakie Conde when I am opening this. This is the other belly bolt I wanted to look up. To see. Prevent all damage done to this Pokemon by attacks from your opponent's lightning Pokemon. So that is pretty good if you're going up against the lightning deck. I know there's probably going to be some rotation changes in cards, but if you're going up against like the Miraidon deck or any like the Regieleki deck ones like those, this would be very good to halting that deck, especially if they don't have any other kind of Pokemon. We got Graveyard into a Scizor. That Scizor card is interesting. I wonder if it will actually get used just because the attack gains damage based off of Pokemon that have abilities. And there are a lot of Pokemon cards that are used in rotation that have abilities. So I think it would be pretty good, but it's one of those I would like to see if it gets used. Okay. There's a different Armarouge card, I think that's a little bit better. I was reading it real quick. Malamar into a Togekiss. But I like to play TCG Live. I like to see people use some of the cards. I think I played a match earlier in TCG Live and someone was using the Charizard, the Dark Charizard from this set. And although they did take out one of my Pokemon with its attack, I was using my Miraidon deck. It kind of didn't stand a chance after that, and they didn't have any bench Pokemon, so it's a good Pokemon, or it's a good card to use. I just think you need other fire types in it. So while you can use Charizard alone if you're behind in prize cards, and it's great, I would suggest using it as more of an engine and kind of a late game hitter rather than an early game hitter. So I'm definitely going to try to build a deck with that Charizard. I just haven't figured out one just yet. Lycanroc into a Thundurus. Alright. And I do expect to see in TCG Live, because of that card, to see just full Charizard decks. I honestly do. Because you also have the Charizard card from Pokemon Go that's got the Blazing Bright ability, which helps reduce the fire energy cost. And then you have the Radiant Charizard that's also has an ability as well. Swablu into a Gita. That one is, the attack costs 1 less for each prize card your opponent has taken, so. And I haven't really read up the V-Star too much. I think the V-Star is actually paired with all these other Charizard cards actually pretty decent. So I'm actually curious to see how a Charizard deck, a full Charizard deck would work. Ooh, Diggersby, I haven't seen this one just yet. Solrock, this is the other one I think I mentioned in my last video that was good in pre-release because you could search for basic Pokemon. Toxtricity, Baltoy, into another Scizor. So we are striking out so far. We got 3 packs left out of this first ETB. And then we will go into the second one. But so far, no pulls. Let's see if we can get one out of here. Oof, skipped one. And we got Gumshoes, Pupitar, Inkay, Poppy, Absol EX, yes! We got the full art Absol EX, yes, yes, yes! Absol is one of my all-time favorite Pokemon. I was so excited to see the regular EX in this. I watched a couple people pull this full art in pre-release. I was a little bit jealous and absolutely wanted to pull this card. It is beautiful. I love my dark types. I'm a big fan of dark type cards. And I was just so happy to pull this Absol card. This one is pretty situational if you decide to play it. The feature site, you look at the top 3 cards of either player's deck and put them back in any order. So you can always kind of stall a little bit, a couple turns for them, unless they have drawing, a draw support card. And then you have Curse Slug, and if your opponent has 3 or fewer cards in their hand, this attack does 120 more damage. Which, again, I think if you had Iono, maybe that would work. Or if you had a card to just like reset their hand, that would help, but it's one of those, it's a very situational card. So it's okay, it's not great. And see this one. For each of your benched Houndour, search your deck for a basic Dark Energy and attach it to that Houndour. Okay. I know there's another one that you can pull Houndour cards out of your deck too, I believe. Lechonk, Drampa, into a Togekiss. This Absol might be our only hit out of this ETB, which I'm fine with. I love that card so much. I know a lot of these cards probably absolutely tanked in price after release. That Charizard have been fluctuating around so much, but I'm very happy to pull that card. Alright, so we got Spoink, Tynamo, Surskit. There could be something back here, or it could be the Hollow. Oinkalone. We got Slazzle, Lechonk, Drampa, into a Clefable EX. So we actually did get 2 pulls. This might be one of those, the ETBs might not be as good. This is the second one I've opened, and we will test it on the third. It is usually a product that's always seems to have pretty good hits, and it's fun to kind of figure that one out. I know for Paldea Evolved, it seemed like the ETBs to me were the best bet, were the ones that had the good pulls. After a while though, I noticed that in ETBs I had that the pulls just weren't there. So, but it could always, you know, be just complete random luck. All right, so we got our second one. We will put all of this over here. We got our sleeves again. And deck dividers, and we got our packs out. I already pulled out the Charmander. And let's get into the next one. Maybe we can get some luck out of this one. And of course I plan to open up single packs, the checkout link blisters, because I am collecting those promos, as well as the 3-pack blisters. I know there's an Eevee card on one of them, and I really do want that Eevee card. I am still looking out for the 2 stamped cards. There's one at Best Buy, and that is the Espeon, and one at GameStop, and that is the Umbreon. Bouffalot, Charcadet, Pidgeot EX. Ooh, this is a nice one. This is very, very nice. All right. This one already starting a little bit better. Pidgeot EX, full art. Look at that. Pidgeot looks really, really good. I think we did get a Pidgeot card, a Pidgeot V, in Sword Shield era. I cannot remember. I think there was a full art in there too. But this one, I think we've looked at the ability before. It's decent. It's pretty decent. The only trouble is you gotta evolve to it. It's not just a basic. So it's one of those, again, I want to see how much it gets played. All right. Next pack. Ooh, there's Charmander. I like this artwork of Charmander too. But we got Beartic, Charmeleon, Excadrill, Probopass, Lunatone, and Torchica. And I have been seeing that Umbreon once. A few places, a very few places, have actually gotten those. GameStops at least have gotten the Umbreon one in, and of course it's all over eBay, and it's like listed for $25. It's a free card. I mean, it's a bit ridiculous. I keep a couple of the promos, and especially the Umbreon. It's my favorite Pokemon overall, so I'm definitely going to keep a few of them. Pawmot EX. I love Pawmot. I have one that's, I do need to change the moves around in Violet in order to use it for raids. I love that one. So let's get into the next pack. We got Tabble, Lechonk. I just feel like I'm gonna end up saying it like that. Pidgeotto, Armarouge, Houndour, Togepi, into a Darkrai. And of course, with the original 151, which we pulled, Clefable and Pidgeot, those Pokemon will be returning in the holiday set this year in Pokemon 151. So you will see even more of those cards in in about a month, actually. Darmanitan, Gimlet, Larvitar into a Claydol. So this is a duplicate. This Larvitar is. Already pulling some duplicates. We got Pawmot. I think the Clefable is also a duplicate. But now we got Larvitar eating some dirt, I believe. If it's not dirt, it's unsavory non-dirt. Okay. Next pack. Alright, so we got Wiglet, Squovid, Palpitoad, Zigzagoon, Ortiga, and I think we've looked at that one before too. I kind of stopped on a lot of them that I think are interesting. Eevee, Pidgey, and a Scovillion. And we'll get another Eevee card. I think I've seen what that Eevee card looks like in 151, and it's really pretty. And we'll get the original Kanto evolutions. So that'd be really cool too. Alright, we got Magnemite, Larvesta, Rowlet, Stoutland. Ooh, look at this Frogadier. I don't remember seeing this one. Again, there's still more cards I don't think we've seen. Thundurus. I think maybe I've seen all of the illustration rares and such. I can't remember if I've seen all the full arts. I feel like there should be more, but I could have seen them all by now. But I feel like the regular cards, I haven't seen all of them. We got Town Store, Cryogonal, Togepi, Bonsly, Kangaskhan, Wishcash, Floatzel, Espeon. Look at that. And this is the one that's going to be at Best Buy. Dynamo into another Scizor. Okay, we got the last pack. Forgot this one comes down here. We got our last pack of Weevil, Boop, our Mudkip and Eevee for some last pack magic. All right. And I'm really excited to open up like 4 booster boxes with my Mudkip. All right, let's see. I'm gonna try to move this a little bit so I don't knock over a stack of cards. Water Energy, Tynamo, Surskit, Darumaka, Froakie, Probopass, Vengeful Punch, Skarmory, Fungoose, Palafin, there we go. We got another duplicate into a Clawfie X, so that one's actually new. So we have a double hitter on our last pack. So that's some great last pack magic. So this Palafin card is actually, I don't think pretty easy to pull. I've seen it pulled a bit, but I think it's pretty desirable. This ETB actually did really well. We got a full art, 2 EXs, and 2 illustration rares. So that's actually pretty good. And this Cloth, I think my Mudkip wanted me to consider moving this one into my Quackaball deck if I wanted to switch out the fighting types. Just because of the ability, if this Pokemon is in the active spot and is damaged by an attack from your opponent's Pokemon, even if this Pokemon is knocked out, discard an energy from an attacking Pokemon, which is pretty significant. It can be, this is an energy, so you can discard a special energy too, which could be very, very devastating if the energy is if your opponent has had a hard time drawing energy. But those were actually pretty good. I love the fact that I got that Absol in that first one, and then we got some pretty good hits in the second one, so I'm not unhappy about it. We'll probably end up opening a couple more ETBs, I'm sure, at some point. But for now, if you guys would hit that like button, go down there and smash it. And if you're not yet subscribed, hit that subscribe button. We still have more Obsidian Flames to open. I'm probably going to do some of the 3 packs next, so stay tuned for that. And as always, take care, sleep well, and good night.